The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Listen, if you talk to Charles, he probably told you that I was assigned to the case of the missing boy.
Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Viral Venom. Before we get started, let's bring out our co-host here, Christopher Lee Jansen. Whoa, there he is. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Before I get into all the good stuff, let's get into the really good stuff. Special shout out to our sponsors for the episode, Cheeto Ray's Wicked Worldwide, where I go for all of my horror convention needs. Whenever I need something for a horror convention, I always check out Cheeto Ray's Wicked Worldwide. Find them on Facebook today. And one of my favorite production companies, Stag Mountain Films. Check out stagmountainfilms.com, the coolest production company website on the planet. Pretty sweet, huh?
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Well, we might as well. We have some really good guests tonight, and I don't want to cut them off halfway through the interview. So might as well get this part out of the way as well. Have you found any new exciting apps lately?
Nothing new, unfortunately.
Oh, well, you're in luck, because I got a cool one that I found. Check this out. It is Terror Cards. Find it on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. If you have iPhone, it's available to you. If it's the Android, it's available to you too. Terror Cards, where you can get free virtual horror film cards. Check out terrorcards.com. Oh, and did I mention there are over 6,700,000 digital cards collected between 2017 and 2024? Whenever I feel like trading some digital cards, that's where I go. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much to the sponsors. I'm going to download it twice. All right. So real quick, let's see. We do have a couple comments. See what's going on. Mandy is here. Mandy, oh my God. How cool is that?
Hi, Mandy.
Mandy says hello.
What's up?
Hello, Mandy from the Flower City Butcher and Killer Pizza. Let's see who else is here. Josh Gersh. Oh my God. How cool is that?
What's up?
Hello, talented voice actor Josh Gersh from the Flower City Butcher. Evan Gassman's here. Evan Gassman says, hey.
What's up?
All right. Hello, Evan Gassman, super talented voice actor and author and good friend. All right. So did I mention that the brand new Indiegogo campaign for the Flower City Butcher goes live this Friday?
You didn't, but I can't wait to hear all about it.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you about it. I wish somebody would ask me some questions about it.
Well, what's the campaign all about? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I've been waiting all day for somebody to ask me. It's so the Flower City Butchers are brand new original horror feature film. It's starring.
How did it end?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly how it ends. You stole my question. I was gonna ask the guest tonight how their movie ends. Now I can't ask. So all right. So the Flower City Butchers are brand new original horror film starring horror icon Ari Lehman. I don't know if you knew this, but he's the original Jason Voorhees in the very first Friday the 13th film. He stars in this movie alongside award-winning actor Christian Bester, who's been featured in Law and Order SVU, FBI Most Wanted, and more. So our Indiegogo campaign goes live this Friday for one day only. All of our perks are going to be, check this out, every perk is going to be half off, 50% off. So normally we do a special where we have one perk that's on sale for one day. Not this time. This time, every perk on the campaign is going to be 50% off, including early premiere tickets, producer credits, acting roles, and more. How cool is that?
It's huge.
It's huge. Well, I'm glad you asked about it. I'm glad you're as pumped as I am, man. All right, let's bring out.
I really am.
No, I know. I'm playing around. We got John here in the comments who's saying, "Good evening, everyone."
What's up?
Hello, John Pribolinski, super awesome guy of Facebook land. And then we have, let's see, somebody else saying here. Oh, Mandy corrected me. Mandy says she's the original Jason Voorhees. My mistake. My mistake. All right. Well, I don't want to keep our guests waiting all night. They're super awesome filmmaking duo couple, husband-wife team. They're the leaders behind the Soldier's Descent movie, and they have some other cool projects coming out as well. So without further ado, let's check them out. The actor of the year, the producer of the millennium, the duo team making people of the world. All right, here they are. It is Andrew Pierson and Carissa Pierson. Oh,
I don't know how.
God.
I hope I can live up to that.
That's great.
How cool
You guys
is
are
that?
awesome.
So people have been sending us messages all week. They're like, there's no way you got the real Andrew and Carissa on this week, but here you are. I told them. I kept telling them.
Hi, everyone. We're here.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Thanks for having us. I mean, again, I don't think I've had an intro like that ever, so
That was pretty good.
you're hired.
So we have we gotta get something out of the way. I think you guys already know it's coming. So we not so recently announced that Nancy Ann Ritter, who was one of the bathroom girls in Scream, had joined the cast of our upcoming horror comedy film Killer Pizza. So every time we have a new guest on the show, Christopher has to ask a very important question.
I'm going to go in alphabetical order here. Andrew, what's your favorite scary movie?
I thought you were going to ask if he used the bathroom. Okay.
Did you wash your hands?
My favorite. Hold on. My favorite scary movie. You know what? It sounds really old, but I happen to like Serpent in the Rainbow. The Wes Craven.
Oh, I don't think I've heard anybody give that answer.
It's so real. I mean, when you're watching, you're like, this could really happen. I mean,
It's great.
Scary. I love it. I love Serpent in the Rainbow.
The book is really good too.
I've not read the book, but seen
It
the
is
movie
good.
like a million times.
He doesn't read anything, not even his script.
Thanks. It's gonna be a fun show. I can tell this already.
It's okay. I don't read mine either. It's the best. It's the best way. It's the. All right.
Yeah. Serpent in the Rainbow.
Good call. Carissa, what's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I have a lot of them, so it's hard for me to eliminate, but I think my most recent one was Nefarious from 2023. I like the aspect of sitting across from a demon and having a real live conversation.
I love that.
You're like, these aren't the normal answers. It's Scream, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. You're like, where did these answers come from?
Those are great, but I like something different.
Some people probably feel like that when they're talking to me, so relatable.
Well, we are excited to have Andrew and Carissa on because they're working on the super cool movie called A Soldier's Descent. So we wanted to have them on the show tonight to give us the scoop, let us know how the movie ends and all that good stuff. So now that we...
Well, I'm just glad the movie ends. I mean,
well, we have to he's not going to be able to answer that one.
Just glad the movie ends. She has me 11 days swallowed of filming. I've heard so far. What are you talking about?
So now that we have you guys on, what can you tell us about A Soldier's Descent? What kind of movie is it?
I'll let Carissa handle that.
Okay.
So much. I just love being put on the spot. I think it's dark. It's intense. I think it's going to give people a hardcore introduction into what our veterans go through post being deployed. We're going to be hitting some hard topics of PTSD, but we're not hitting it in a conversational mode. We're showing you. We're giving you the realities of it, as well as we're dabbling in the suicide aspect of what our veterans face daily when they're facing their demons. And then we're just putting it into an entertainment spin aspect, entertaining everyone and giving everyone those horror kills they love.
It's never been done in the genre before. The genre's talked about, all kinds of issues, but we're taking... The only way we can actually do it was put it in a horror movie. So we're taking with the character development head on, really taking what it's like coming back with PTSD, what it's like to have those thoughts. When you lose everything, you take everything from a guy, what is he left with? And then the final straw that breaks that guy is when you take his best friend. And it goes into, and I hate using that analogy, I know what you did last summer, but same thing. They kill my best friend and it just, there's no rhyme or reason, just sets off the horror part of the movie. So it's never been done. And we've been very fortunate with, the veteran groups. We have almost 15 veterans on board that are supporting the movie.
And they've really given us input and they've given us, we actually have a Sears team coming for the rescue scene that we have. We actually have veterans casted for that. So we're taking this very seriously, and we want to give the respect to our veterans and make sure that we're portraying them in a respectful manner and not just going out and just throwing something together and not listening to what their realities are.
It's going to impact, I can't tell you how many lives. If it saves one by us doing this movie, we've done our job. And the people that we have on our cast, I was surprised. I was like, we had, I think Sandy Johnson was waiting. She's been waiting. And I was like, we needed a spot.
But
we needed a spot to fit you, Sandy.
Yeah, we did need a spot. And we argued about it a lot, Andrew and I, because I'm like, I do have a spot. And he's like, no. And I'm like, I do have a spot. And I said, let me just talk to her. And then come to find out her husband is a veteran. And that's why they wanted to support us. And so it's going to be exciting to see her in her scene. And I've worked quite a bit on that one.
Yeah, we've recently we added a lot. We added Laureen Landon from Airplane and from Maniac Cop to one of the supporting roles. She's got a great scene in the movie. We added Kansas Bowling, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We're working we have Joe Poliquin from Five Nights at Freddy's on there. We have a friend of mine that I think is coming on this week.
You can't say yet.
I can't say. I can say what he worked on, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
He worked on Righteous Gemstones and Black Phone, and I've worked with him in other projects. And he's a good guy. He's like, what? He's not like, yeah, we'll get this done this week. So we're getting as signed, he'll be announced. But we were lucky; we got a couple of great filming locations, all filmed in North Carolina here. So we're going to be filming at the Michael Myers house. They actually have a replica house in Hillsborough. I didn't know that, but we found out from a lot of people, and we actually sat down with the owner of the house, and he was more than welcome to have us there. And he also has the It Follows car, believe it or not.
I'm getting be able to use it in the movie in one of the scenes. So I'm so excited about that because it's nice to be able to, give a little bit back to the horror fans and let them see those things.
And then on top of that, Madison Dry Goods, another location that we have for the movie.
Which I was shocked you found.
Yeah, I was in bed. I was like, we need a general store or something. And I'm like, okay, what is this Madison Dry Goods? I'm like, so it used to be a funeral parlor. And
it was like, it's been around since before the 1920s, the location, and it's changed into different things as you know, cities grow, and then they kind of not grow anymore and people leave. And it was an embalming.
Yeah, this one was a funeral home, and what made it famous was in 1926 or 1929.
Christmas Day.
It was Christmas Day. This guy killed his whole family in North Carolina.
The Lawson family murders.
The Lawson family murders, and himself, and I think 8 people.
He didn't kill the whole family because one child survived, but mom and a lot of the kids were killed, and then he killed himself. It was really tragic. So
yeah, we found this, and what happened was they embalmed him. It used to be the funeral home, and it turned into a, you know, over the years, hardware store. Now it's a dry goods store, and there's a murder museum upstairs. I think it was a pharmacy too. Might have been a pharmacy. But we found out that this would be a great location, and Netflix filmed one of their 28, I forgot what it's called, 28 hours or 28 days or something like that. One of the series that they have there. So we're very fortunate to have some cool locations to film as well.
And what the funny backstory of that too is we went and visited the location, and of course take the big guy upstairs where the bombing actually happened. He's actually feeling the pressure on his chest and the presence of all that. So the psychic aspects of that it's real, because you can feel a presence in that location. So it was kind of interesting to watch him freak out.
Well, that's pretty cool.
We just got a dump for the movie on there.
So you guys spoiled my next question a little bit. I was going to ask about all the cool cast members that you have for the movie, because you guys just announced Sandy Johnson and the other couple. And I'm a big fan of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love that movie. One of the questions that I ask a lot of the times at the end of the interview is, what's your favorite Quentin Tarantino film? And so I like talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood a lot. Sandy Johnson's from the original Halloween, right? She's Judith Myers. And then you have, who is the other person you mentioned?
Lorraine Landon from Airplane and from Maniac Cop. She played all the Maniac Cops in Airplane. And big in the 80s. Great actress. I remember, I'll age myself. I saw her on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and she put Dudley Moore in a headlock on The Tonight Show. I remember that. I don't know. I remember weird things, but I remember seeing her put Dudley Moore in a headlock at The Tonight Show. And I'm like,
you made me watch it again.
We got to watch this. I found it on the internet. I'm like, gotta see, it's Lorraine Landon like putting someone in the headlock here. But
one of those defining moments on your life path.
You gotta have someone like that in the movie. So we had Lorraine Landon, Kansas Bowling from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be playing my wife Judy in the movie. There will be Joe Poliquin from Five Nights at Freddy's, who got eaten by the cupcake. He's playing one of the campers in the we call it the horror part of the movie. And we're looking to bring my friend on this week to play another camper in the movie. Zach Vasquez, he'll be happy I mentioned him, I know. I worked with him on Alien Horde. He was in Juror 2. He's done work like me, but I do TV sometimes. I can't really go into details. I worked for some major studios recently, and they have NDAs and stuff, but next year will be a big year find out what I was doing on TV. But Zach does a lot of TV as well with Telemundo. I'm doing some other stuff with sizable things, but he's awesome. He was in Juror 2. Elizabeth Chamberlain, who I've worked with on Alien Horde as well. So we have some people I've worked with in the past. I always grab people that I know. Most of the people that are the celebrities I've worked with before, and I grabbed them, and I'm like, this would be great to add to the movie. So
awesome. So super excited to see that. We're going to keep talking about it in a minute here, but we have some people in the comments. I think they're all excited to see Andrew and Carissa on tonight. Here we have Amanda Carter. She says, hello, everyone. Apologies, I'm late. No snakes in the coop. Let's go. Every week she comes on and she says, she's going out to check. And she's like, yeah, I hope there's no snakes tonight. So no snakes tonight. What's up? Hello, Amanda Carter with the no snakes tonight. Tam Taylor's here. She says, hey, kids. What's up? Hello, actress and comedian Tam Taylor from Killer Pizza. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Amanda's in the comments. Mandy's in the comments. Amanda's back in the comments. Amanda's still in the comments. Here we have Cheeto Ray Lopez from Cheeto Ray's Wicked Worldwide. He says, hello, everyone. What's up? Hello, Raymond Cheeto Lopez, producer from all the Flower City Butcher and Friday the 13th and Blood Loss and Cheeto Rays Wicked Worldwide. Rich Patricia's here. Rich says, hi, everyone. What's up? Hello, Rich Patricia. Mandy is saying something, but it's showing a blank on my end. And then tarot cards are here. Tarot cards, the coolest app in the whole world. Download tarot cards today from the Apple iPhone App Store or Google Play Store. They say, hi, guys, that's a great cast. What's up? It's an awesome cast. They got people from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Maniac Cop, Halloween. Doesn't get better than that. So let's find out more about what you guys have going on. So you mentioned Zach and Elizabeth and all the cool celebrities that have been in all the awesome films that we've seen. Do you guys have anyone else that you wanted to mention that would be popping up that we might see in the movie?
Well, I mean, again, my friend from Righteous Gemstones will probably be coming on. He played in Halloween Kills and Black Phone, and he's a personal friend of mine. He's good. He's cool. And it's like, what? He's like, Andrew, I thought you never asked me to do the movie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Yeah, he's a great guy. So, I mean, I've worked with him on other projects that are coming out, but we're I don't want to announce it prematurely, but you know, we're excited that he's probably going to come on board. It's going to level up a lot of our campers too. It's going to take everything. And it's always good when you can add someone that you know is going to work with everyone and bring up everyone together. And that's what's cool about our team. We have a great cast. No complaints. Everyone is really excited about working on the project. And, you know, it's like trying to get a dead body down the road making a movie. You guys have done a ton of them, but we're like...
That's what we always say because, you know, you're dragging that dead body. It's bloody, it's gory, and the guts are coming out. The rope is still on, but everybody's standing there looking at you. You know, and that's what it feels like. You know, everybody's just looking at you. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to help you, but they're just looking at you. And it's like, oh, great.
But it's like, the good thing is when you're like, you wake up and you're like, man, this day is going to be rough. All of a sudden it's like, boom, signed all these people, got locations. It's like, it just like comes together and it's like, where did that come from? And I could never be anyone that complains because we've been very fortunate. A lot of people in the Carolinas are very good people. And they, you know, the cabin, they're going to be the ones that make out the best from this is where a lot of the horror part goes. And they're excited because, you know, they get to promote it after that the movie was filmed there and people want to go wander around the woods there. I don't know. I wouldn't, but, you know.
I would not.
Wander around the woods.
It's a little scary.
We'll have lights there, but there's 20 acres on this cabin and I think it was made to shoot too.
And the funniest thing that I think everybody who's on the cast and the crew are going to love, there's no cell service there. So you're not going to be able to leak anything, and which is like perfect for us. Good. Because nothing's going to get leaked unless you finally get somewhere. But yeah.
It's been tough because the script's been under lock and key.
Yeah,
we've had a lot of people try to get it. We've had celebrities say if we don't read the whole thing, we don't want to come on board. Okay, that's fine. You know, we get it. I totally understand. You know, we just say we don't. On this one, there's nothing raunchy. There's nothing. I mean, in this particular movie, the focus is on a lot of the character development. I would say, along with the horror. So everything together is very dark. But because of the content, it's never been done, and it took a long time to balance that script. We've been handing out sides as needed and NDAs, of course. And I know you guys know about that. So
and of course, taking a black marker pen and marking out everything I don't want out, like your kill, how you're going to die, because I want it to be a surprise to the person that's doing the acting. I want them to be surprised, excited about it. And if I just give you how you're going to die, there's no excitement to it. You're not going to
hang you from the tree up there. What do you think of that? No.
Yeah, I'm going to hang you upside down and gut you. Yeah, that's too much legal insurance issue.
So I have to ask you guys an important question about the movie. I know that you had an Indiegogo campaign for it at one point. Is that still active? And are there still perks available for the viewers out there?
Yeah,
we appreciate you asking. Yeah, it's tough, but yeah, we do have perks available. A lot of producer perks are still left.
I think
T-shirts, things like that.
Did we take the veteran one down? I think we did.
I think we have one veteran one left up there. We had 10 of them went to producers. We have a veteran producer. If a veteran wants to come on, it's $150 for that perk, for example. But yeah, we definitely would love to hit 30, and our stretch would be 35 just to keep it safe through post. We've run that. We've been very blessed on how the movie's been put together, because to make a feature film on 30K is just unheard of.
Yeah.
To try to get everything we wanted in there, it's been looking at every penny on the spreadsheet. 100K is tough to make a feature film, let alone 30K. So, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening. We've had a lot of people roll up their sleeves and help, so we've been very appreciative of that.
Nice.
So just to jump back, so everybody knows, you guys do something special for the veterans, because it's a soldier's descent. It's sort of, the story is all about soldiers. So you guys do a special perk for the veterans where they can get essentially a discounted credit on the film. So instead of paying full price, they get a bit of a discount, and they're able to get an official credit on IMDb and in the end credits of the movie and all that stuff. They can go to work, they can get the credit tonight, they can go to work tomorrow and say, hey, I'm producing the new movie with the person from Halloween and the other one from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and all that cool stuff. And then you were saying $30,000, it's tough to make a feature film with that. It is ridiculous, right? Because you have, especially if you're raising funds through Indiegogo, you have to give Indiegogo takes a cut off the top. Then you have to pay taxes. People don't realize how much the percentage on the taxes.
Yeah,
it's insane. And then you guys are offering cool perks like shirts and hats and that kind of stuff. And then you have to pay for the shipping on all that. And then sometimes the cost of shipping goes up, and you don't know until you get to the post office or somebody, you're in the States. Yeah. No, I've tried it. So you're in the States and somebody signs up for a perk and they're in the States and they pay one price, and then they move out of the country, and then, all of a sudden their $10 perk just went to $50 for shipping or whatever. It's so $30,000 is a lot or not a lot of money to make a movie on. Got to pay for locations, got to pay for insurance, and you're getting the actors you want, the props, the costumes. You got to feed the cast or whatever expenses you guys have. It goes quick, didn't even get to equipment or anything. It's just the script. You guys have however long the script is. Let's just say, for example, it's $100. You go to Staples, you're paying $150 to get a script printed out for one script.
Stop now, because someone's going to start panicking, and I'm going to have to find a brown bag. Okay,
that's what I said.
I don't panic over this. And my background is critical care nursing. I know how to get a job done with no money. I know how to tint in the street of a parking lot and have it air conditioned and everything done, and the vents are working. So I'm not worried about this. Don't panic.
No, what I meant to say was $30,000. You got comfort. You got cushion room there. You can get a lot done with $30,000.
There you go. Yeah.
I didn't know how we were going to do it on 100K before, because it's like, holy cow. I mean, it's like it's tough. I mean, 100,000 you think is a lot of money. It doesn't go for.
No.
Not when you're putting together everything else. Like,
I think my whole family thinks I've lost my mind.
So trust me, a lot of money's coming out of our pocket.
Yes.
We're working with some people, hopefully, on the tail end of this. But again, because of the nature of the film, we've had a lot of people that have really come to the table with locations and, because they want to see it done. The veterans, the good thing about it, we didn't realize this going in. The veterans really want to see this film done. There's 22 million of them.
You didn't realize that going in. I knew this when I got the script, guys. I started going through it, and I'm like, oh, I could add all these things that I know that's going on in the real world of what I'm seeing of folks coming in, and 22 veterans a day that kill themselves that we know, and I'm like, I could really make this something that can have a conversation with your buddy and maybe change, at least if we save one life out of the movie, I've done what I wanted to do. And the guys, Andrew and my crew, were like, no, Carissa, you've got it. You can't put this in the movie. You can't, you're going to piss off the military. And I'm like, I'm not going to piss the military off. They want this. They want people to understand, because a lot of times they get misrepresented, especially when they're coming into the medical areas to get care, because they're going through so much. And they're dealing with so much of the PTSD and so much of just trying to get back into life that people think that they're assholes. And it's like, they're not. They went through so many things that the average citizen has no understanding and will not understand until we start bringing it out there. And so a lot of them did, there's a small population of them that don't want to talk about it.
We were at Fear Fest in May promoting the movie. And I remember we were sitting up, I don't know, wherever they put us in the convention, and someone comes up and he goes, "Oh yeah, I know about your movie and everything." I'm like, "Well, I appreciate that." And then he goes like this, he pulls his shirt down. "Do you see that right there?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, did you, it was like a scar." I'm like, "Did you get that, serving or something?" He goes, "No." He goes, "Andrew, I tried to kill myself in the kitchen one day." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, he was a little shocked. I'm used to those conversations.
He's like, "If it wasn't for my girlfriend, I would be dead right now." She came in after that. And these conversations, I kid you not, have been, ever since we've had the film and we announced it, more and more people have somehow figured out about it, but they share all these stories. I've never served. I don't claim to serve. I'm the guy that plays military in movies, security police, whatever. I've never served, but they come up and the first thing I do is they start sharing. So it was the nods like that we knew that we were on the right path. Is it your typical horror stuff? No. I'll be the first to say.
I think that the biggest nod that the boys got was from a physician that had made a comment asking if this was about PTSD. And then, of course,
Phil Herman and
my writer, and Andrew were panicking. And Andrew's like, "Just let Carissa answer this." And so I jump in there and I'm like, it is. And I explained it. And the guy's like, "It's about time." And I'm like, "See, I told you, let's just get on the boat, get on the wagon with Carissa and let's go, because this is where we started
unfolding a lot of things. And where we were downplaying a lot of these things, we brought in PTSD, like brief meetings in the movie, everything that you would see that someone would go through.
And I also brought in the doctor visits. A lot of times our military is faced with doctors who just don't understand because they've never served. And they're just handed pills, and these pills don't do anything. All it does is make their symptoms worse, or it numbs them to where they're not functional. And a lot of people in our civilian population doesn't understand this. You could give a pill, but it doesn't change the fact of what's happening if you're not going to deal with it, and if you're not going to get someone the help. And the meetings do help, but there's not enough of them. And there's not enough of the funding behind that. So I'm just trying to bring in an entertaining movie that's going to allow people to just get a taste of what's going on. And by doing that, I'm trying to make you love the character Barney, create that love, but also you're not going to like him as you see things progress, but you're going to be able to relate, because a lot of things that happen in our civilian lives are going to be happening to Barney. Everybody has been through a breakup. Everybody has been through losing jobs, losing situations, losing their best friends. Eventually, you're going to lose a friend to death. And whether it's somebody else caused it or not, you're going to know what that pain feels like.
The hardships in the movie have really never been. I mean, everyone says Rambo. I watched Rambo again 6 months ago. Yeah. I hate to say that. No.
It was watered down.
The reason why we've undid, like when you open up, like an onion, it's like you keep peeling back layers. We're like, no, this is going in. This is going in. I know the horror part's fun. We got a great horror part of the movie. The reason why the horror works is people that have gone through this type of trauma normally attract to horror. So we thought, okay, this is fun. We can entertain. And if we just did a documentary, no one's going to watch it. I mean, people say we like watching documentaries, but the truth is we wouldn't get coverage that we would through a horror movie. And we can't actually show it. And that's what I think people need to see. From what we've heard, all these stories we've heard, the vets have been the ones that told us how to do this. They're helping us with the beginning of the movie. We have a SEER team coming in, a SEER instructor. I mean, it's real. It's the people that train the military to get out of these pressure situations. The whole movie starts out like that.
You got it right this time.
I didn't say torture. I said high pressure situations. But the movie starts out very authentic, and it's going to go through, and it'll lead up to that point. And we want people to see actually what goes on. I mean, because our military deserves to be recognized. They go through stuff that I didn't even, as a normal person, you have no idea. I'll just be honest, you have no idea. And it's like, we knew the movie had to be made, and we know it's difficult. And the cast is, oh my gosh, our cast is phenomenal. Every single one of them. All the producers are cast. We've been very thankful for everyone that's supported the movie, because it's different than your typical fun slasher films
And we
stuff.
got a great location for our bar scene. Charlie Mike's. The owner is a veteran, and she understands what. When I shared it with her, and I talked to her, and I sat down, and I shared with what I wanted to do with the location. She's all supportive and understands, what we're trying to do. And actually, it was her and her partner that has helped us get the military team together, because it's in Fort Bragg. And we've been blessed being here in North Carolina, close to Fort Bragg, because it's allowed me to do a lot of conversations with veterans and people that are still in the military as well. And we've been lucky being in North Carolina, and we have a great young lady that's coming up in the ranks of practical effects, McKaylin Clark, and her mom, Susan, are helping us with the practical effects. The Sand Hills College, that has a lot of the young college kids that are learning how to want to go into film. They're stepping up and saying, hey, what can we do to help you? And we're working with them. So we're really trying to build a community here in North Carolina for our filming as well, and not just trying to just be isolated. And
we've been very fortunate. They opened our arms in North Carolina, so we're very thankful for people throughout the state, because especially the vets. Oh my gosh, we're thankful for the active military and the veterans as well, and we are so appreciative of all the support we've gotten so far on this difficult film. But I think once it's out and once people get to see what goes on, it's going to change for people, I think.
I hope so.
So I went ahead and added the Indiegogo link for A Soldier's Descent in the comments there. I just wanted to double check, make sure we're not missing out on our viewers. We have Jack Strunk here. Says hello, everyone.
I talked too long. Holy cow! Shut us off.
What's up?
No, you guys did not talk too long. That's why we have you here. We want to get to find all this cool stuff out. And I want to ask you some more questions about the film. I just don't want to miss anyone, because I will skip over comments. Matthew White's here. He says, "What's up?"
What's up?
All right. What's up, Matthew White from Friday the 13th Blood Loss in the Flower City Butcher. Mandy has a cool question for Andrew and Carissa. It says, for Carissa and Andrew, if your film had creative styles, if your film's creative styles were flavors, what would they be? Is there any mint chocolate chip in there? Is there...
Let's hope not. Well, I mean, I love mint chocolate. I'm just kidding. I don't.
I think it would be whiskey on ice with a little smoke.
Is that an ice cream flavor?
I don't know. It's an ice cream flavor.
What are you talking about? This is a PG-rated show, I think.
Matthew White is here. He says, thanks for the nod to veterans. Also, when Carissa was talking about the veterans before, he said, preach, Carissa. Nicole Butler Vegas is here from Killer Pizza and Desert Fiends 2 and Skate to Hell. Super awesome producer extraordinaire and super talented actress. Their film will be very impactful to the military, spouses, families, and deployment. Hits right to the core of the hardships of life and the sacrifice made to survive despite all the odds. Kudos to all involved.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
We appreciate you.
Mandy says, I'm going back to sleep. Good night.
I'm jealous.
She says, Amanda says, I agree, Nicole. My husband's a combat veteran. I never deployed myself, and he agrees it needs more attention. So lots of fans in the comments. Very dark, very ugly, loss of oneself, getting to the core and peeling back the layers of PTSD. They have been working extremely hard, and to bring awareness to one's truth is admirable.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
So a lot of supporters there that want to see Soldier's Descent come brought to life. Now, Carissa mentioned before that it was written by the super talented Phil Herman, right? So it's and Phil Herman's a great guy. Shout out to Phil Herman. If I can segue, just because it's been sticking out, I've been wanting to ask you guys. So right behind Carissa, I see this cool backdrop back there, and I was wondering what that one's about.
Oh, Witchcraft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's all right. We don't mind singing to Witchcraft. So Witchcraft is the longest running horror franchise in history. They were all straight to DVD. Back in the 80s, 90s, you would go into Blockbuster, you would see the Witchcraft logo, and I used to think, man, they're at 6, it's got to be good. I mean, that's all good is.
I used to have that series on VHS.
So
I still do it.
I'm like, Carissa, we're going to watch it. She's like, oh, wow.
Like, oh, God,
Thank you. So the cool thing about that's the logo for 17.
That's not my logo.
It's coming out next month. Dustin Ferguson actually directed it. I play William Spanner, which is the William Spanner 10. All the other William Spanners had feathered hair in the 90s, but
there's no feathered hair.
There's no feathered hair. There's no feathered hair. But I play William Spanner 10, one of the lead characters for 17. And we are continuing that legacy with 18. We actually acquired the licensing for Witchcraft 18 called The Lantern of Light. I guess we can just share. So I don't care. We can share some details. It's going to be a decent sized movie. But,
share the details. We want the exclusive.
I don't mind to see what it's going to make up.
Well, I wrote Lantern of Light. So the way this came about, I was in bed one morning and I'm like, I'd like to do something really cool, like a found footage. So then I started writing. I'm like, okay, this would be cool. This book is called The Lantern of Light. And it's an actual book, 1409 to 1410, and it's about demons, about the 7 deadly sins. I don't know I think the church might have even written it.
Church wrote it.
So we wanted to do a found footage in North Carolina, which had a cult that was in the woods that was lost, and we were investigating it. So basically, it's a paranormal team led by William Spanner that goes into the woods with his team to find, more about this cult that we've heard all about that disappeared a long time ago. So we develop it. It's going to be a little bit of Conjuring meets Blair Witch, believe it or not, which has never been done. And we're going to add some people that I've worked with for like celebrity status in the movie. That's probably the high level view of Witchcraft, but we're very fortunate to have acquired it because I remember back in the day watching those on the video store shelf. I'm like, how do we get to make one of these? And David Sterling, great guy. I end up getting the rights from David, and he's like, yeah, this is awesome. He was so excited. The new logo we have on my Facebook page for Witchcraft 18, but right now it's in early development. But we've planned on filming March, April, I think.
He keeps thinking March, but I keep trying to push it back to May. But we'll see. We'll see who wins, because it's still a little chilly up here in March, and I kind of want to move it into deeper into the woods and deeper in, have more of what would you call it, isolation aspect,
And we're bringing back iconic characters like Kelly, who played William Spanner's girlfriend, which will be played by Christina Lafser. She's one of the producers on the movie, along with Carissa and I. So it's in the early stages, Witchcraft, but again, it's part of the legacy. There's a nice little fan base already built in for the Witchcraft series. So we're excited to bring everyone a very dark, very new, occult-like series for Witchcraft. So
I love it, Nicole. You're correct.
Thanks, Nicole. That's awesome.
Life does always win.
That's awesome. So I'm excited. So Witchcraft 17, that's the one that you're working on now, right?
No, that one is
that one's already
Dustin's.
in. I think he's doing the premiere next week in Hollywood, I believe, for Witchcraft 7. I'm going to be in Kansas City filming another movie next week, but that one comes out October 1st officially. I think it'll be available. I don't know how or where. We'll have to figure that out, but we're EPs on 17, and I play William Spanner in 17. So that one should be cool. I play a newspaper manager, reporter.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty cool.
And William Spanner is actually good in 17. He's usually good. He comes from a bad family, but he's actually a good warlock. So I played William Spanner, the return of William Spanner in 17, and we ended up having Ivy Smith from Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl. I hope I got that right.
If not, you're going to hear about it later.
Yeah, Ivy, I'm sure might be watching. She was phenomenal to work with in the movie. We had a very 90s ending that Dustin wrote for the movie, which I'm excited to see how it got pulled off when we were doing it. So it's going to be cool. We're taking that series and we're going to spin it even more, especially with Conjuring coming out. We already had the idea to do something with Conjuring and Blair Witch together for it. I don't know how that's going to come together, but deep in my head it does. Doesn't always look that way when it comes out, but again, that's how every movie is. I think it's like, I want it to look like this. We don't have the money to make it look like that, so you have to
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So that's kind of like what's going on. After 18, we don't have other plans yet. We're kind of firming up next year because I have a couple of projects I've been asked to do for next year. So we have to see what my shooting schedule versus Witchcraft, and then we're going to probably have one in the fall. We don't want to bite off more than we can chew.
Christopher's been a little quiet tonight. What do you make of all the Witchcraft movies?
I'm just kind of blown away. Like I said, I used to have those on VHS. I used to love the early movies. I'll be honest, I had no idea we were up to 18. I lost track somewhere along the line. But like 1 through 6, I was solid.
Yeah, and I think we just watched 666 the other night. Carissa's like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "I know, it's 80s or 90s."
I have to remind myself.
It's fun to go back to it, but it's 80s, 90s, and the good thing and the reason why it attracted to us because Witchcraft already has it's the longest running franchise out there, so it already has a built-in fan base. So I mean, it's not like Scream or something like that, but it's got a nice little core fan base still. So we wanted to be able to take that and deliver on it, and who can't go wrong with that Witchcraft logo back there with the pentagram? I was like, man, one of those movies could be ours. I'm the shiny object guy. I like all the cool stuff. So the one thing I will say is when we do the Witchcraft campaign and the that new movie that we're doing, a small one for the Crossroads Hitcher, we have acquired a lot of blockbuster things. So we're going to have collectibles, original rentals from major horror franchises on our campaign. Not a ton of them, one of each. Like I think I have Jaws 1, 2, and 3 that were actual rentals from Blockbuster with the Blockbuster cases. These things are starting to become popular for some reason. I don't know why, but we've acquired a lot of them.
Because you can't go to Blockbuster and get them.
This started out because I was gaining them for Witchcraft, and I was searching for them so we could have them on our Witchcraft campaign. But then it bled over to me grabbing other huge franchises like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, things like that. So we'll have these cool things from Blockbuster. And we were actually looking at doing something with Witchcraft with Blockbuster, by the way. That's something that we're working on as well. So when 18 comes out, we'll see what that develops. But
I'm going to have to check out the campaign when it goes live and see if I can snatch up that Texas Chainsaw one.
I know. Do you remember the ones where they said, take this disc to the counter to rent? And that's what it is. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 to Blockbuster, the store from it. And it's actually it's like, take this to the counter and they don't exist. I mean, it's like these, like you could get a Texas Chainsaw Massacre DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. There's a million of those out there, but the Blockbuster pieces are literally each day there's less and less of them. So it's really cool that we got that. And yes, John.
That's super awesome. Yep, John saying original Witchcraft is on Tubi. So for anyone that wants to get caught up so that they can get caught up to 17 and 18 now.
Most of them are, which is cool.
So so I'm going to have to go and watch it now. We're about at the hour mark. So I just wanted to check with you guys. Is there anything that you guys, it goes by quick. Is there anything that you guys wanted to mention or talk about that we didn't get a chance to mention or talk? I know that there's probably a lot of cool things that you guys are working on right now, but anything that we should plug while you guys are here?
I mean, the only thing I can't really say, but I've been doing TV for major networks recently. So,
you can say whatever you want. You can tell us.
But I mean, they won't let me say it. But I was doing one of the major studios I was on. I was doing TV for recently, and callbacks. 4 days of filming, I would say. Yeah, long days. Holy cow! So
Yeah.
as soon as I can say what it is, it's a big series too. It's not horror, so I really can't say. But not horror. It's one of the major studios. So
Stop while you're not in trouble, please.
and then I'm doing another one. I actually am on set this week for another TV show, which is pretty cool. So that one, hopefully, I think it's going to come out sooner than later. So I'll be able to, once these come out, the major studios have these NDAs that make mine look like we found it on the street. But you know, it's like when you're working with like
and they stalk your Facebook pages.
Oh yeah, they have attorney. If you ever work for a major studio, they will have attorneys looking at everything and watching Facebook, and you can't leak anything out. So they're very, very strict.
I wish I had those attorneys.
I'm glad we don't.
There yet.
If we're at that point, I don't know if it's good or bad, but no, it's cool. TV is going to be out next year in a bunch of really cool movies. And I know, Anthony, you got some great movies. I love watching. I can't wait till Killer Pizza comes out. That's going to be awesome.
We'll be filming this summer with Nicole Butler Vegas and Tom from Creep Show and Walter Phelan from House of a Thousand Corpses, Nancy Ann Ritter from Scream, Christian Bester, and a bunch of other cool people. And yeah, it should be a good time. We have to find a way to get you guys down here for one of them.
That is a heck of a cast. Holy cow. You got a great lineup.
Nicole says, yeah.
Did anyone have questions? That's Witchcraft currently on Tubi. All of them are on Tubi, by the way, on Witchcraft.
Oh, they are? Okay.
They are. Yeah. I've been watching them at the gym as I've been running. I'm on the treadmill running, and I'm like watching on my phone. I'm like, wow, okay, that's weird. Oh, no one's watching that right there. There's nudity.
I love the bathtub scene. That was my favorite.
We're watching 666 at the bathtub scene. I'm like, okay. I'm on the airplane. Someone's sitting next to me. I was flying out to film Witchcraft 17. I'm like, I should watch some of these.
I tried to warn him, but he doesn't listen to me. I'm like, you can't watch that on the airplane, man.
There's stuff like, whoa, it's getting very. Oh yeah, we're going to turn this off now. No one saw that.
What about social media links? If somebody wants to follow you guys on social media, do you have anywhere where they can find you?
Oh yeah, well, Facebook for sure. Andrew Pierson, Carissa Pierson. There's a blue, verified check mark on them. I got scared someone's going to hijack our page, so we both have the verified. And then I'm the real Andrew Pierson on Instagram, and Firefly Carissa on Instagram. So those are the big ones. And I've never gotten to TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I didn't. Maybe I should, but I'm an old man, so I can't help it. Never did TikTok.
What about so you guys are multi-talented. What if somebody's watching this and they're like, hey, I have this role that they would be perfect for, or what if you know, I really would like it if they came on as producers or something? Is that the sort of thing that you guys would be open to? And if so, what is the proper way for them to contact you about that?
We're pretty easy going. I mean, you know, I'm sure you know by now. I take things easy going. So
we support
Messenger is good. You know, if you go to IMDb Pro, if you have that,
my contact information.
We leave our contact. This is weird. We leave our contact information there so people can call us. I wish everyone else did, but we do because
if you want work, I would think you'd leave your contact information on IMDb so I could find you.
It's crazy. We've had people we wanted to hire, we couldn't even find them. But yeah, if you go to IMDb Pro, you'll have it on there. If you go to us directly, you can message us or through Instagram as well.
Or you can message, you can send an email to soldiersdescent@gmail.com. I answer a lot of people. A lot of people do reach out to me through that. And I respond.
So Nicole is saying to share your film group page. Do you guys have a Soldiers Descent group page on Facebook?
We do. Let's see if I can join the chat. Oh my God, it's going to be fine. Okay, how about we post it on yours underneath when we're done on Facebook?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
All
right.
And make you log in would be good.
So we have now we're up to the super fun part of the show where we just hang out, talk about some fun stuff. It's kind of like a this or that sort of thing. So we'll start with Christopher Lee Jansen in a second here. When I got my questions pulled up. Okay, this or that. Christopher Lee Jansen, Tales from the Crypt or Tales from the Dark Side?
Tales from the Crypt.
Okay, then we'll go to Carissa, and then we'll go to Andrew. So Carissa, we got a lot of the soldier questions in here just for you guys.
Oh, God.
Small soldiers or Braveheart? And you guys can always pass too. You don't have to answer. You can say, "Oh, come back" or whatever.
Braveheart.
Braveheart. And then over to Andrew. Inglorious Bastards or Universal Soldier?
Universal Soldier, for sure. Okay.
We'll go to Christopher Lee Jansen. Seinfeld or That 70s Show?
Seinfeld.
Carissa. Army Men or G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
Andrew. Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat or Master Chief from Halo?
Sonya Blade.
Okay. All right. Christopher. I'm trying to give Christopher the non-soldier questions so that I can keep those for you guys. Hang on. Okay. Christopher. Everybody Loves Raymond or The Drew Carey Show?
Drew Carey Show.
Carissa. Rambo or Captain America?
Rambo.
Andrew. Full Metal Jacket or Black Hawk Down?
Oh, Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher. All That or Sister Sister?
All that.
Full Metal Jacket.
I'm gonna have to say all that.
All That. Okay. All right.
I love the transition.
Let's see.
We literally were talking about Full Metal Jacket a second ago.
Carissa, favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? And again, you guys can always pass too. It's no big deal.
Arnold. I love Arnold. There's not a movie that I don't like. I even like that one where he was the hero. The movie where he was
Last Action Hero.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
Worst thing ever made.
I love it because he jumps out of the movie into a kid's real life and he's saving. It was you just have
You
to
didn't
see it.
save the box office numbers. I'm sorry. Okay, my turn.
Andrew, favorite Chuck Norris movie?
Ooh, do you even know those?
Let's see now. Oh boy, it's been a while. I'll have to pass.
No way to pass on it. No big deal.
I'll pass.
Amanda Carter saying Katana is cooler than Sonya Blade. She says her favorite Arnold movie is True Lies. And then Nicole says Kindergarten Cop.
I knew she'd say that, by the way.
Well, that was funny, but that's not my favorite.
So we're going up to Christopher. Christopher, Little Monsters or A Never-Ending Story?
Never-Ending Story.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Carissa, favorite Jackie Chan movie?
I have to pass.
What?
Andrew.
Rush Hour? Okay.
Rush Hour? That's a good one. We'll take Rush Hour. Andrew, favorite Steven Seagal movie?
Oh, Under Siege.
Back up to Christopher. Yo-Yos or Bop It?
That was so random. Bop It.
Bop It? Well, because you've been on the show so many times now, and I keep asking you a lot of the same questions, so I'm trying to switch it up for you.
You've got all kinds of different questions tonight.
I love it.
Back to Carissa. Carissa, favorite Bruce Lee movie?
I like all of them. I don't have a favorite.
Andrew, favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Oh, good God.
The Firm.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Carissa, favorite Bruce Willis movie?
Die Hard?
Die Hard's my only one I can think of that I really loved. But I also like that other one. But I can't think of where the kid was seeing ghosts. What one was that one?
Uh, um,
Sixth Sense or something?
yes,
No.
Sixth Sense. Yeah.
It was Sixth Sense. I like that one, but I love the Die Hards.
I'm going to throw this out there because I don't think it was a very well-known movie, but Color of Night with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
Loved that movie.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah,
Nicole called Die Hard before, and then she says Sin City, which is a good one.
Yeah, that was a different one. That was different.
Christopher, Chevy Chase or Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford. Hesitated for a moment. I had to weigh that.
All right, hang on. All right, Carissa, Chris Farley or John Candy?
John Candy.
Andrew, Steve Martin or Leslie Nielsen?
Leslie Nielsen from Police Squad.
Carissa, Back to the Future or Gremlins?
I like them both, but I really like Gremlins the best.
Andrew, Blade or The Lost Boys?
Blade.
What?
What? They're like, who's that's exploding right now. They're like, is he crazy?
Amanda Carter says, always John Candy. She's heard me ask that question before, so she likes John Candy. Who did I leave off on? We just asked Andrew. Go back to Carissa. Carissa, what is your favorite theme park ride?
Oh. I like all the coasters, but what's that one that's over in that's at the one that has a snake that I like? Do you remember that one?
What? What are you talking about?
The roller coaster ride
Where is it?
in North Carolina.
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
A snake? Fury's not a snake.
No, I don't
Oh,
like
Copperhead Strike at
Yeah,
Carowinds?
that's the one I like. Copperhead
Glad I
Strike.
know this stuff. I'm 14 years old secretly. Don't tell anyone.
I like all the roller coasters. I'm a roller coaster girl. You get it.
Andrew.
Nice. It's good.
Oh, sorry. Andrew, what is the weirdest or strangest thing that you own?
Let's see. What do I own? That's really
And is it
weird.
legal to show us on the internet?
I can pull it out. I'm just kidding. No, I don't have. I'm trying to think.
You didn't see that one coming.
No, I don't even. I'm trying to think of just the obscure things that I have. What would you say? You know me. I don't even know. I guess I'm boring. I'm boring. I start collecting weird things like the blockbuster movies. So I mean, I get in these kicks. So it's just there's nothing really crazy. I don't think that's the weird thing about it.
Carissa, what is?
No. Let me go back.
Yeah,
Let me go back.
Go ahead.
Okay. The Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
From 1955.
Yep.
I actually have some wardrobe pieces because I used to be a huge Disney fan. So I have some jackets that were, if you watch the original Mickey Mouse Club with the Net Funicello and everything, I have some jackets there. They're in boxes somewhere in my office. But that is the weirdest thing I own, I think.
Okay. All right, fair enough. John brought up a couple good ones. I guess he wants me to ask here. Carissa, what is your favorite Kurt Russell film?
I don't know.
There's a comedy with him out.
No.
That was in the 80s on a boat.
Oh, the Overboard one. That one's hilarious though, but it's not my favorite.
Captain Ron.
I love Captain Ron. That one is good. Yeah, I like Captain Ron.
Nicole was saying
Overboard.
Overboard.
I know.
Overboard.
but
And then I'll go with Andrew now. Andrew, what is your favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think now. It's been a while. I'm going to have to pass.
Let's see. John was saying Soldier and Cyborg. Nicole was saying Overboard. Amanda was saying Overboard, but loves Soldier. Christopher Lee Jansen, what is the last movie you saw?
I feel like I tried to watch something the other day and fell asleep, so that doesn't count. So my answer is still the same as last time. That last Hell House movie that came out that left me feeling so confused because I hadn't seen the other ones.
Carissa, is there a movie coming out that you're not a part of that you're excited to see?
Oh, what is that? I think it's a Disney one that's coming out in October. I can't remember the name of it though. Kind of excited about that, but I can't think of the name of it.
We'll come back to it. It's okay if you think of it. Andrew, do you have a dream role? If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, we have this," what would that be?
Although I love horror, I do like my action ones. So if you could put action and horror together and make it a Western, that would be really cool.
Very cool.
That's weird.
Nicole was saying the last movie she saw was A Long Walk. That's one I want to check out. Let us know how it was. And then Amanda is saying last movie she watched was Attack of the Killer Donuts. I've seen that one before too. That's pretty fun. All right, we're almost at the end here. I got to come up with a couple good ones for you. Okay, who am I on? Carissa, Sunny Angels or Labubu? You can pass if you want.
I think I'll pass on that
Okay.
one.
Okay. Andrew, MGK or Eminem?
Eminem.
Okay. All right. Carissa, where is your favorite place to go?
On a cruise ship with unlimited alcohol package because I do love to party, and I like going.
Did we just admit we're alcoholics on
That's
a
okay.
show?
Deal. Everybody knows.
I did not admit I'm an alcoholic. I'm drinking a Diet Pepsi here, folks. Okay.
And then back to Andrew. What is your favorite movie snack?
Let's see now. It's a cross between those warm little donuts that you dip in the glaze. Those are really good. And probably those frozen, where are they? Those little frozen chocolate ice cream things in there. The dips. Or the dibs. I'm sorry, the dibs.
There's never enough of them, though.
Yeah, you don't have enough. Then you want more.
What are the donut things? Where do you get those? That they're just like regular donuts that.
Yeah,
they're holes.
Donut holes. They put them through. They heat them up, and then there's glaze at AMC, and you get to literally dip them in. They're nice. They put like cinnamon sugar on them. They're really good.
Messy.
They're messy. We see every movie available at AMC, so we're like,
All
what?
right.
Sound of Music? Let's go watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out now. Amanda says her favorite place to go is home, and John is giving you guys the cheers. All right. All right. Well, it's been super great having you guys on tonight. We've had a lot of fun getting to talk to you guys about Soldier's Descent, Witchcraft 17 and 18, and the Hitchhiker Crossroad Hitcher.
I'm still getting
Crossroad
it
Hitcher.
I'm like Crossroad Hitcher.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll have to have you on again, maybe after Soldier's Descent comes out. We'll have you on with some of the cast members so you guys can talk about what it was like filming and all that cool stuff. Thank you guys. We appreciate it very much. We've had a blast.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We enjoyed it tonight.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Good night.
How cool was that?
were a
Andrew
lot of fun.
Pierson and Carissa Pierson from Soldier's Descent. They were pretty fun to talk to, I think.
They were a lot of fun.
Yeah. What'd you think about, they were talking about, hang on, they're back there still. Andrew, I'm bringing you out for a second. Don't do anything because people are going to see you, okay? There he is. Andrew, what was the thing you guys were talking about earlier where you said you were in the building and it was like a funeral parlor kind of thing? She was saying like you felt the spirits.
Yeah, that was Madison Dry Goods. It's in Madison, North Carolina. Netflix actually closed down the whole building for 30 days. So that building is where they embalmed the family from the 1926, where the father killed himself and seven other people in his family. One person survived, and it's haunted. Now, inside that building on the second floor is the embalming, and we went to scout out the location for Soldiers. And I started not feeling good.
You were nauseous.
And yeah, I was like, we got to get out of this room. Now, what they did for us is they opened up the third floor. It's normally locked down and everything. And I went upstairs. We were probably halfway, almost to where the point where the embalming room was.
We were over the embalming room.
And my chest started going like this. And I'm like, we got to get out of here. It felt like someone was sitting on my chest, which is crazy. But I was like, I got to go downstairs. I literally feel like someone squeezing my chest like this. And I know there was probably a reason the third floor is not open, but it's on Netflix on the one show that they had, I can't remember the name, 28 Hours or 28 Days of Haunts. It's a show, and they featured that. But I remember they told us they closed down the whole place for a month to bring in the whole team to document it. But it's definitely haunted, I'll tell you that.
You can feel things. I mean, you really can. It was interesting to watch him feel it. And in the first floor, you can actually stand where one of the guys that worked in the general store area would always stand, and you can feel right where like he would stand on the back of his heels, and you just, as you're standing there, you can feel like something's just kind of pushing you backwards.
So Christopher's a paranormal investigator, right?
That's actually much of my work as co-founder of Crooked Path Paranormal, and the work I do as a psychic medium. So you're speaking my language.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I was trying to get Christopher just involved in the conversation a little bit more. Was this this location that they're talking about? Is that one that you've heard of before? And John's saying it's from a show called.
And I'm familiar with the 28 Days series, and
that's what it is
about that location.
28 Days Haunted, they're saying.
28 Days Haunted. I apologize for butchering that. I barely have time to watch stuff I'm in, let alone I'm always busy. But 28 Days Haunted, yeah. And
I'm familiar with them.
And they actually, so a little bit more about that building and what happened there was, and it's creepy. The whole upstairs is a murder museum on the second floor. The whole second floor of that building is literally the Lawson Family Murder Museum. And I'm like, we got to film here. So in Soldiers Descent, we are filming there, but the embalming room, they have it all. It used to be a hotel before that too. So
I forgot
you have these rooms that are like part of the old hotel as well, back in the day, 100 years ago.
And you picture these big elaborate rooms that were hotel rooms, but no,
not North Carolina.
Not North Carolina.
So we were in the embalming room and we were reading about it when they
had an elevator too.
Yeah, the elevator is not there. They're trying to get it to come back. The original one I wouldn't want to go in it if it was there. But the embalming room, they had the story of it, and there was thousands of people. And this is in the middle of nowhere in North Carolina. So thousands of people 100 years ago showing up for the embalming of this family is unheard of. And they had pictures in black and white of the people that were there. But what happened was when they embalmed the entire family in the room, they dressed them up in the last picture that they had taken as a family as well. Which is even weirder. And I'm like,
it just gives you a sense of the historical feel of it. And you can feel the sadness of it as well when you read some of the pieces that they have, because they have a newspaper aspect. They have the picture of their last photo. They have the actual crime scene photo of not with the bodies, but without the bodies. And it kind of tears at your heartstrings a little bit, because such tragedy like that would happen. And I love the opportunity of being able to tie that into Soldiers a little bit, just to talk about it.
And I'll tell you what the line we had written in it. It's not a big deal. It's just, I like putting eggs in things. So the whole movie has eggs, believe it or not, just everywhere in Soldiers Descent. But we have one of the characters saying, "What'd you bring us to the Manson Family Murder Museum? I mean, what kind of horror shit is this?" And it's like, and it's a horror. And ours is a slasher movie. So, and then someone goes on, "No, don't you see it here? It's the Lawson family." And so, it's cool because we can tie it in. Plus, that when Kansas Bowling played one of the Manson girls in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is pretty cool. So we did some eggs in there, but it's definitely, if you ever go out there, it's something you really want to check out. And they will allow you to do paranormal shows and whatnot. They had someone else that was filming one Probably not Halloween, but on a different day, you'd be able to.
Right.
Yeah, they're all about it. And someone that runs a big paranormal show that we know that we met at a con was like, if you can't get in, we'll make it. We have someone
Actually,
with
he
it.
made a phone call
To the producers of
Mark
Netflix.
from Erie Travels made a phone call for me because I was having a hard time. Sometimes it's hard to get people. Everybody has a busy life, and
Right.
trying to run your own company as well. That's a lot. And so I was having, every time I would go up, it's like, for me, it's an hour drive from base to get up there. And I'm like, I can't just keep driving up here, and I'm missing this guy every time. So he made a phone call that day, and then everybody in the store was like, can you just stick around and we'll get him? And we just waited, and we toured the building. We talked to everybody, and everyone's so friendly there. And I love that.
And it's cool because in North Carolina, we've been researching kind of a little bit for Witchcraft 18. Mm-hmm. There's an island with a lost colony. The colony disappeared. And so, I mean, there's a lot of cool things that we are looking to tie into Witchcraft 18 and especially 19 if we do it, because 19 is going to be very close to The Conjuring. When we go to, if we decide to do Witchcraft 19, it's going to be very close to Conjuring as we can get. 18 is, again, we're a paranormal team coming in. We're going to take some of the history of North Carolina, and there's just so much history in North Carolina here that's haunted and things like that. So we're very fortunate to have that. But Madison Dry Goods, the only reason it came about, we're about an hour from where the cabin was, and we were looking for a general store where we could have some interactions. And based on no cell service, there's really no cell service. If you've never been to the Carolinas, you drive around, there's the sketches. It's like 1991 for cell service.
I always tell people I'm in the witness protection plan. I mean, that's how it feels when you live out here. You're in the witness protection plan. I love watching him lose his cell service and lose his mind when he's trying to like post something, and he's like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I can't live here. And I'm just like, ha, ha, ha.
But yeah, the Madison Dry Goods, definitely. And John says, yeah, 28 Days Haunted.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal spot. And, you know, it's very rare. I've actually felt occurrences, and we did. So I'm interested to see once we get our actors there for Soldiers, how they interact. And Laureen Landon will be there as well. She's playing someone that works at the dry goods store. And we're keeping it Madison Dry Goods in the movie. So she's going to have custom Madison. We're making it for the movie. Madison Dry Goods wear that she'll have on. So it's cool because we'll have a lot of the locals in the movie as well. So we'll have the opportunity to find out more about the history of Madison Dry Goods. But definitely, you got to check it out. It's very paranormal. it's
I thought Christopher might enjoy some of the paranormal stuff. I was just wondering if you had heard of the location that they were talking about.
No,
one super quick left field question for you guys before you go while I have you. So you were in North Carolina. Did you guys drive through South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys see south of the border?
Yes. So I was going to film for a major network. What is it, a week ago? And I'm taking a picture. I'm like, here we go. We're going on 95 south. It's literally probably, how far is that? 50 minutes from our house, probably?
Yeah, it's 50 minutes.
Get there, and I'm like, whoa, this looks ancient and abandoned. Maybe this is scary.
So when he decided to relocate us from civilization, is what I call it.
Orlando.
From Orlando, where you have no problem with cell service. Your Amazon package comes the next day. Here, it might come the next month. So we're driving, and as we go to turn off the major interstate, you know, there's south of the border. And I'm looking at it going,
listen,
this must be my goodbye to civilization.
It's like Wall Drug. I mean, if you've never driven across South Dakota, Wall Drug, 100 miles, 50 miles, Wall Drug, best ice cream, is literally our Wall Drug. And that's what South Dakota is.
When you moved me to Billings, Montana, it was the same thing. We're going from civilization, and I'm going to Billings, Montana. Another witness protection area.
But yeah, you gotta check out Madison Dry Goods. They're very good people, and they'll let you film there as well. And on the front of the building, it says Netflix filmed here or something. So
nice.
And I found it by total accident. And you got to remember, people in the Carolinas, it's very old school here. They still sit around. We still visit. We still do all those neighborly Southern things here.
It's the Southern thing that you have to get used to.
Yeah, you got to get. It's not a fast life at the Carolinas here, but the people are very open, and they'll tell you about the town history. And these small towns like Madison, love to have movies there. They'll do whatever just to, because they know how big it is. So they're very welcoming if you wanted to go film at NAS.
Nice. Good to know.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I've had a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed having you guys on. Thank you guys so much for being a part of tonight's episode, for doing all the cool things with the Soldier's Descent and Witchcraft 18 and all the other cool projects that you guys are a part of. We're super excited to see the movie once it comes out. You have to let us know if it's available on streaming platforms or how people can check it out. We'll share links and everything. But we'll get you guys back on. You guys have to come back on after you're done filming so we can get to talk to all the cast members.
That's if he survives.
If you survive.
That's why I was like, I'm glad the movie has an ending. I was like, I'm glad the movie has an ending because you're making me feel better already when you said that, And I get to play the bad guy, so it's good.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to watch. I'm super excited for it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Have the best night ever, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you guys.
How cool was that? For real this time.
They're awesome.
All right, yeah, so I thought it'd be pretty. I just wanted to ask you about that location. I
can't wait to go check it out
find
now.
out if you knew about that.
I'll be digging
So
into
we had a
that all
couple good
night.
episodes. Yeah, you got to check it out now. You got to go investigate.
Yeah.
So we had a good episode tonight with Andrew and Carissa. And last week's episode, if people haven't watched it yet, was a pretty good episode. It was with Ernie Rivera. We're talking about the Disney Channel movie, the shows that he was on, and Nickelodeon and Citadel Lost and all that cool stuff. So a couple good episodes. If you guys missed it, go back, check out Ernie Rivera's episode from last week. Then rewatch this one. Check out A Soldier's Descent on Indiegogo today. And check out the Flower City Butcher on Friday with our brand new campaign. All perks are 50% off for one day only. How cool is that?
That's
Amanda
amazing.
says, that'd be cool. Definitely need to research that area. Yeah, it sounds pretty awesome. So thank you guys for watching. I don't have an intro because I accidentally deleted it like 6 weeks ago now, and I haven't re-uploaded it or made a new one. So we're going to have another awkward ending, but we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with some guests. I don't know who yet, but I'm sure they'll be awesome. It'll be Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much. Bye, everybody.
Good night.